Hey, wrestling fans. Welcome to another episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. I am your host, Lance Brock, as always. And on tonight's episode for Sunday, February 21st, 2021, I'm going to be recapping tonight's WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. And first off, got to explain this broken wrist, and what happened was there was an Elimination Chamber match that which was not shown on the pay-per-view. I was in and broke my wrist in two places. Okay, I know everybody knows that's not true, but for now, got this cast for about 4 to 6 weeks. And let's get into it. Gonna kind of try to make this a quick episode. Sorry about that. Still a little sore. Let's get into it. Tonight's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. In the kickoff, we have a fatal four-way match where the winner will take Keith Lee's place in the United States Championship match later on in the pay-per-view. And this match is won by John Morrison. And then we start off the actual pay-per-view, first with the SmackDown Championship, where the winner will challenge the WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. And in this one, we have Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, King Corbin, Jey Uso, and the two starting it off in the ring are Cesaro and Daniel Bryan. They started off, and the first one to exit one of the pods is Kevin Owens, and then Jey Uso. Owens does a moonsault on one of the pods, and there's one part where Cesaro and Zayn are climbing the side of the chamber, and Cesaro drops Zayn to the floor, and Zayn is eliminated by Kevin Owens. Now Owens is eliminated by Uso. Cesaro is eliminated by Uso. And it is Daniel Bryan getting the win, pinning Jey Uso in this one, 34 minutes, 8 seconds. And the Universal Championship match will take place immediately following the Elimination Chamber. Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring. Quick match, obviously, only a minute 33 seconds. Reigns wins via submission, chokes him out. Still, WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. And next is the triple threat match for the WWE United States Championship. It is Riddle, John Morrison, and the United States Champion Bobby Lashley. And we see a new United States Champion crowned. Riddle pins Morrison with the Bro Derek at 8 minutes 43 seconds. Our next match is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, and it is Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defending against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Reginald, who lately has had this taken a liking to Sasha Banks, he makes his way to the ring, gives her the bottle of wine to use as a weapon. Sorry. Like I said, still a little sore, so if you see me kind of, for the ones watching on YouTube, I should say, Reginald distracts Sasha Banks with the wine. He wants her to use it but she does not, and Nia Jax takes advantage of it, pins Sasha Banks at 10 minutes. Jax and Baszler retain the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Now it is time for the main event of the evening, the Raw Elimination Chamber match. And this is the WWE Championship match. In this one, the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre, the phenomenal AJ Styles, Kofi Kingston, Sheamus, and the two starting it off in the ring for this one, Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. And then McIntyre is the first to come out of one of the pods, and then Kofi Kingston. Orton is eliminated first by Kofi and almost breaks the part of the backing of the pod out, and Styles gets out and goes through the door from the outside and goes for quick covers, but is not able to win the match. And Sheamus makes his way out of his pod into the ring. Kofi does a trust fall off the pod onto the other guys. Kofi is eliminated though by Sheamus. Hardy is eliminated by McIntyre. Styles eliminates Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre gets the win to retain the WWE Championship. He is celebrating in the ring at this time after retaining 31 minutes 4 seconds. And then as he is celebrating his win, he is attacked by Lashley, which earlier on in the night we see MVP and The Miz talking in the back, and it's we find out shortly Lashley rolls McIntyre back in the ring, and then The Miz makes his way out with the Money in the Bank briefcase, cashes in, defeats Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. The new WWE Champion, once again, it's been a while since he's had the title, but The Miz. And who knows if they will let him hold on to it till WrestleMania. We have Fastlane coming up March 21st, which will be the first pay-per-view to air on Peacock. And that was Elimination Chamber tonight. I thought it was a good show. The two Elimination Chamber matches, in my opinion, were pretty good. The other matches were, I wouldn't say they were really that great, but they weren't bad either. So overall, good show, I would say. And so looking forward now as we go on with the road to WrestleMania. Like I mentioned, we got Fastlane coming up. And that's all for this kind of short episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I know I said all the episodes of 360 Wrestling Fanatic would probably be audio, but since this was a pay-per-view recap, I decided to put this one on YouTube. But now any other episodes I do this week of any TV recaps or any news will probably be audio only. But like I've said, Fanatic Unleashed, the new podcast, Watch With Me, will probably be on YouTube. And also, if you haven't checked out the debut episode of 360 Watch With Me, where we watch the Sting vs. Ric Flair World Championship match from the Great American Bash 1990. You can check that out now if you haven't either watched it yet or listened to it on YouTube or Anchor or any other podcatcher. thank you for tuning in tonight, and hope to be back soon right here at 360 Wrestling Fanatic. And for the future video episodes on YouTube, unfortunately, this cast is going to be around for about 4 to 6 months. Who knows? But thanks again for tuning in. I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.